Students, we'll see what is reduction and oxidation. So there are multiple definitions which are followed by the students. We'll try to give the complete overview of the reduction and oxidation. So there are multiple types of definitions are there, as we already said. In that, what is reduction? What it is exactly? Addition of hydrogen is known as reduction. Right? Which means what? For example, if I take calcium and I'm adding hydrogen to this and it forms CaH2. If I take sodium and I'm adding hydrogen to this, then it forms 2NaH. This is known as reduction. And what is the other definition for reduction? That will be another one opposite of this. Removal of oxygen is known as reduction. Then what does it mean exactly? See this. If you take zinc oxide and slightly warm it, convert it to Zn plus of O2. Now here I am removing oxygen gas from this. Therefore, this I can consider it as a reduction process. Here who is undergoing reduction? Who is undergoing reduction? Exactly, zinc. Similarly, if I take lead oxide, upon heating, convert it to lead plus half O2. This is reduction process, a removal of oxygen. Is there any other definition for the reduction that gives a overview impression? Right? That is what we are waiting for. The another one more definition for this is addition of electrons is called reduction process. This is a defining one. This will give the more in-depth definition of reduction. What exactly reduction is this one? The addition of electrons is called reduction process. In this one, if you look at here, for example, if I take Pb plus 2, when it is added by 2 electrons, gives rise to Pb. If I take I2 and it is added by electrons, gives rise to 2I minus. Right? If I take MnO4 minus, if it converted to Mn plus 2 by the addition of 5 electrons converted to Mn plus 2. This is a proper technical definition of reduction process. Now, addition of electron or removal of oxygen or addition of hydrogen, which is the proper definition for this? Which one is proper definition? And how can I know whether it undergo oxidation or reduction? By just seeing the reaction. These are all very old traditional definitions, and later on it got simplified like this. That is nothing but decrease in oxidation state. is called reduction. If you want to check, you can check here. I'll show you. Here we said it is addition of hydrogen, right? Addition of hydrogen is correct. What is its oxidation state here? 0, right? We all know very well. And if I add hydrogen to this one, now what happened exactly? Hydrogen which is added, therefore it should be reduction process. Its oxidation state is also 0, right? This oxidation state is +2 and this oxidation state is -1. This you must not forget. In this process, who undergoes reduction? Hydrogen is undergoing reduction. Here sodium 0, hydrogen 0. Here sodium gets +1, hydrogen becomes -1. Sodium hydride. In all hydrates, hydrogen oxidation state is -1. Right? A removal of oxygen is known as reduction. What is oxidation state of zinc +2? Here what is its oxidation state? 0. So here oxidation state is decreasing from +2 to 0. Therefore this is reduction process. And also we said another one more thing. Addition of electrons is called reduction. Right? Let us check. Its oxidation state is +2. This has become 0. From +2 to 0, this is decrease in oxidation state. Therefore, this is also reduction process. Iodine oxidation state 0. Here its oxidation state is -1 as we witnessed. It is also decrease in oxidation state. Here a manganese oxidation state is +7 and this oxidation state is +2. Therefore, this is also decrease in oxidation state. So on the whole, whether it is addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen or what we can say addition of electrons, simply we can give a simple statement for the reduction as decrease in oxidation state is called a proper reduction process, right? Then what about oxidation? This is also defining in different ways. The first way of defining this is nothing but addition of oxygen is called oxidation. How? How can we show that one? Yes, in this way we can show. For example, if I take some metal like magnesium plus O2 gives rise to 2MgO, right? If I take calcium, when it reacts with oxygen, converted to calcium oxide. This is oxidation. Who is undergoing oxidation? Magnesium. This we'll see later. Next, a removal of hydrogen is called oxidation. How can we say that removal of hydrogen is called oxidation? Now, see this. CH4 plus O2 gives rise to CO2 plus H2O. In this particular reaction, carbon is associated with hydrogen. Now here carbon is associated with oxygen. We removed hydrogens from carbon. Therefore, this process is an oxidation process. Or we can also say in another way what it is. What exactly? So you can take the converse part of the reduction. You might have remembered there. In reduction process, what we said? Addition of hydrogen is called reduction. Removal of oxygen is called reduction, or yes, true. What is the reduction? Addition of electrons is called reduction. Therefore, what is oxidation? You are right. Removal of sorry removal of electrons is called oxidation. Right? So, what do you mean by removal of electrons is called oxidation? For example, if I take some metal like barium, if it releases 2 electrons converted to Ba plus 2 electrons, this process we can call it as oxidation process. Then what is the consolidated definition by combining all those? Yes, that is this one. Yes, you are right. Nothing but increase in oxidation state is called oxidation. So, how can we check? Yes, we can check like this. Barium oxidation state here 0, it is plus 2. Therefore, it is an oxidation process. Here, carbon oxidation state is minus 4. Here, it is plus 4. Oxidation state increased. Therefore, it is an oxidation process. Calcium 0. Here, it becomes plus 2. Here, 0 and it becomes plus 2. Therefore, these are oxidation and reduction processes that we have. I guess you have seen this. It's a very simple topic. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. I will revert back. If you want these notes, you can ping me in the comment box. I will send you this. Thank you.